Dear students, in the last class, I taught methods of measuring national income. There are three methods that are used to measure national income: production or value added method, income method or factor earning method, expenditure method. Today I teach the meaning of these three methods and some precaution are used in this method. The first one, product method. Product method measure the output of the country. It is also called inventory method. Under this method, the gross value of output from different sectors like agriculture, industry, trade and commerce etc. is obtained for the entire economy during a year. In India, the gross value of the farm output is obtained as follows. Total production of 64 agricultural commodities is estimated. The output of each crop is measured by multiplying the area sown by the average yield per hectare. The total output of each commodity is valued at market prices. The aggregate value of total output of these 64 commodities is taken to measure the gross value of agricultural output. The net value of agricultural output is measured by making deductions for the cost of seed, manures and fertilizers, market charges, repairs and depreciation from the gross value. Depreciation means tear and wear expenses. Similarly, the gross value of the output of animal husbandry, forestry, fishery, mining and factory establishment are obtained by multiplying their estimate of total production with the market prices. Net value of output in these sectors is derived by making deduction for the cost of materials used in the process of production and depreciation allowances etc. from gross value of output. Net value of each sector measured in this way indicates the net contribution of the sector to the national income. Precautions. Precaution means முன்னெச்சரிக்கை நடவடிக்கை. The product method is followed in the underdeveloped countries, but it is less reliable because the margin of error in this method is large. Reliable means number தகுந்த. In India, in this method is applied to agriculture, mining and manufacturing including handicrafts. Double counting is to be avoided under the value added method. Any commodity which is either raw material or intermediate goods for the final production should not be included. For example, value of cotton enters value of yarn as cost and value of yarn in the cloth and that cloth in the garments. At every stage value added only should be calculated. Second one, the value of output used for self-consumption should be counted while measuring national income. In the case of durable goods, sale and purchase of second-hand goods, for example, pre-owned cars, should not be included. Next method, income method or factor earning method. This method approaches national income from the distribution side. Under this method, national income is calculated by adding up all the incomes generated in the course of producing national market. Precaution in this method. While estimating national income through income method, the following precautions should be taken. Items not to be included. Transfer payments are not to be included in estimation of national income, as these payments are not received for any services provided in the current year, such as pension, social insurance, etc. The receipt from the sale of second-hand goods should not be treated as part of national income, as they do not create a new flow of goods or services in the current year. Windfall gains, such as lotteries, are also not to be included, as they do not represent receipt from any current productive activity. Corporate profit tax should not be separately included, as it has been already included as a part of company profit. Items to be included: imputed value of rent for sale occupied houses or offices is to be included. Imputed value of services provided by owners of production units is to be included. Then expenditure method or outlay method. Under this method, the total expenditure incurred by the society in a particular year is added together. To calculate the expenditure of a society, it includes personal consumption expenditure, net domestic investment, government expenditure on consumption, as well as capital goods and net exports. Symbolically, GNP equal C plus I plus G plus bracket of X minus M. C private consumption expenditure, I private investment expenditure, G government expenditure, X minus M net exports. Some precautions. Second-hand goods. The expenditure made on second-hand goods should not be included. Purchase of shares and bonds. Expenditures on purchase of old shares and bonds in the secondary market should not be included. Transfer payments. Expenditure towards payment incurred by the government, like old age pension, should not be included. Expenditure on intermediate goods. Expenditure on seeds and fertilizers by farmers, cotton and yarn by textile industries are not to be included to avoid double counting. That is, only expenditure on final product are to be included. Factor cost. There are a number of inputs that are included into a production process when producing goods and services. These inputs are commonly known as factors of production and include things such as land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship or organization. Producers of goods and services incur a cost for using these factors of production. These costs are ultimately added into the price of the product. The factor cost refer to the cost of production that is incurred by a firm when producing goods and services. Examples of such production costs included the cost of renting machines, purchasing machinery and land, paying salaries and wages, cost of obtaining capital and profit margins that are added by the entrepreneur. The factor cost does not include the taxes that are paid to the government, since taxes are not directly involved in the production process and therefore are not part of direct production cost. However, subsidies received are included in the factor cost as subsidies are direct inputs into the production. Market prices. Once goods and services are produced, they are sold in the marketplace at a set market price. The market price is the price that consumer will pay for the product when they purchase it from the sellers. Taxes charged by the government will be added and to the factor price, while subsidies provided will be reduced from the factor prices to arrive at the market price. Taxes are added on because taxes are costs that increase the price, and subsidies are reduced because subsidies are already included in the factor cost and cannot be double counted when market price is calculated. Thus, MP equal to FC plus indirect taxes minus subsidies, equation 1, or FC equal to MP minus indirect taxes plus subsidies, equation 2. National income NNP equal gross value added by all the production enterprises within the domestic territory of the country minus depreciation minus net indirect taxes plus net factor income from abroad, where net indirect taxes equal indirect tax minus subsidies. Gross value added equal value of output minus intermediate consumption. Value of output sales plus change in stock, where change in stock equal closing stock minus opening stock. Note, if entire output is sold within the year, the value of output will be equal to the sales itself, or value of output equal price into quantity sold, GDP, market price. Private final consumption plus government final consumption expenditure plus gross domestic capital formation plus net exports, bracket of export minus imports. Next, importance of national income analysis. National income is a great importance for the economy of a country. Nowadays, the national income is regarded as accounts of economy, which are known as social accounts. It enables us to know the relative importance of the various sectors of the economy and their contribution towards national income. From the calculation of national income, we could find how income is produced, how it is distributed, how much is spent, saved or taxed. To formulate the national policies such as monetary policy, fiscal policy and other policies, the proper measure can be adopted to bring the economy to the right path with the help of collecting national income data. To formulate, planning and evaluate plan progress, it is essential that the data pertaining to a country's gross income, output, saving and consumption from different sectors or sources should be available for economic planning to build economic models both in short run and long run. To make international comparison, inter-regional comparison and inter-temporal comparison growth of the economy during different periods. To know a country's per capita income, which reflects the economic welfare of the country, provided income is equally distributed. To know the distribution of income for various factors of production in the country. To arrive at many macroeconomic variables, namely tax minus GDP ratio, current account deficit minus GDP ratio, fiscal deficit minus GDP ratio, debt minus GDP ratio, etc. These are the importance of national income analysis. That's all.